Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the 14th video of the Tableau Quick Tips series. In this quick tip, we will be covering the highlighter feature and how it is preferred over filtering data in Tableau. Before proceeding with this video, there is a small request from my side. If this is the first time you are visiting my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel for getting the latest updates. Without any further delay, let us go into the video. When most Tableau users want to focus on a particular value, their first instinct is to add a filter to the view. For example, if they want to analyze the technology category, they filter the view to technology. But there's a problem. The moment you apply a filter, all other categories disappear from the view, making it difficult to compare the selected category against the rest of the data. When we have a view with a large amount of data, we might want to explore the data interactively and highlight a specific mark or group of marks while still maintaining the context of where those marks are shown in the view. That's where the highlighter feature comes in. In this video, I'll show you how to use the Tableau's highlighter feature and why it can sometimes be more useful than a filter. Let us first consider a simple bar chart of sales by category. By default, we see that the sales for furniture, office supplies, and technology are shown as separate bars in the view. This will be our starting point. Let us check the traditional filter approach to focus on a specific value. Suppose your manager asks this question: can you focus on technology sales? Most users would carry out the below mentioned steps. We will drag the category field from the data pane onto the filter shelf. From the filter dialog box that appears, we will ensure that only the technology member is selected while we deselect the other two members. We select OK. Now the view shows only technology. But the problem is that we have lost the context. We can no longer see how the sales of technology compares to that of furniture or office supplies. While filtering is useful in many situations, it's not always the best option when you're exploring the data in an interactive manner. Next, let us introduce the highlighter approach. First, let's remove the filter that we have applied in the previous step. Let us right click on the category pill on the column shelf, and from the context menu that emerges, let us click on show highlighter option. We see that a highlighter card appears on the top right side of the Tableau workspace. Click in the highlighter dialog box. Let us enter a partial keyword to search for all the relevant matches that contain the search text. Example TEC. Immediately, Tableau highlights the technology bar while dimming the others. Notice something important. All the members of category still remain visible in the view. We can still see the complete picture while focusing the attention on the category we care about. In this case, it is technology. This is the biggest advantage of the highlighter feature. Apart from entering the keyword, we can also carry out the below mentioned in the highlighter box. We can select an item in the drop down list. This confirms the selection. Apart from this, we can also hover over items in the drop down list. The view will dynamically update to display the highlighted member. To remove the selected highlight option, click on the X clear button on the right side of the highlighter box. The view returns to the previous state. Let's compare filtering and highlighting. What does a filter do to the data? It removes data from the view, it reduces context. It is useful when you want to analyze only selected records. What does a highlighter do to the data? It keeps all data visible, it provides context, it makes comparisons easier, and it's ideal for presentations and exploratory data analysis. Let us go through a real world analogy for the comparison between a filter and a highlighter. Think of a filter as removing people from a group photo. Think of a highlighter as shining a spotlight on one person while keeping everyone else visible. Next, let's consider a scatter plot of sales versus profit by both region as well as state. In this case, the region dimension is on the color of marks card, the quantity measure is on the size of marks card, the state dimension is on both detail and label of marks card. Suppose we want to highlight a state in the view. Let us right click on the state pill in the marks card and click on show highlighter. Let us enter a partial keyword to search for all the relevant matches that contain the search text. Example NEWYO. Immediately, Tableau highlights the mark for New York State while dimming the others. In this case, we have also turned on the labels for the selected highlighted mark. We can do that by just clicking on show mark labels and ensuring that highlighted is chosen under the marks to label section. Let us change the option that is being highlighted in this view. Now we see that Washington state is being shown with respect to the other marks in the scatter plot. Instead of filtering many states, simply search for the state's name in the highlighter. That state immediately stands out while all other states remain visible for comparison. In this example, too, we have not filtered away any information. So, when should we use a highlighter as compared to when we should use a filter? Use a highlighter when you want to focus attention on specific values, you want to preserve context, you are presenting findings to stakeholders, you need quick exploratory analysis, and you want users to search for specific members. Alternatively, when should we use filters? Filters are still the right choice when you need to reduce data volume, you want calculations to use only selected records, you want to simplify a crowded view, you need dashboard actions that limit displayed data. And finally, remember that a highlighter changes what people focus on. A filter changes what data people see finally in the view. Those are very different goals. The next time you're tempted to add a filter to a view, ask yourself a simple question: do I really want to remove the data, or do I just want to focus attention on something? If your goal is to focus attention while preserving context, the highlighter is often the better choice. It's one of Tableau's most overlooked features, but once you start using it, you will find it incredibly useful for analysis, storytelling, and dashboard design.